The liberator of Satakalam! I salute you!
I don't know if you picked the best time to visit Evermore, but if you know how to use that weapon, I expect you will be treated as an honored guest. Please excuse me, though. Ah, my true king. I knew he had not forgotten us. I am certain there are many ways you can help. You should speak to Duke Renchant if you haven't already. Oh, and Queen Argela's handmaiden. She's very sharp. I, for one, am very glad Faharajad sent you.
Things have never looked worse.
Fine goods at fair prices.
Let's go fast.
Aha!
Want to die?
More knuckle bones for my necklace!
Faz will teach you to mess with Ember the Sorcerer. What kind of trouble do you think we can get up to here?
So you're the one wreaking havoc down there among those hawkers. I've tangled with a Reachman or two in my day, and my helmet's off to anyone who charges into their ranks that way. Don't suppose you've come to enlist in the town guard, have you? You have old Strasnock's head? Shows bones. Somebody buy this crazy bastard a cup of mead. If you like to cut off Reachman heads, you've come to the right place, my friend. Have you met Duke Renchant? The Duke will... Good. Take your time, though. Rest up. You've earned it. The Duke will know of your deed, and you can go see him in the castle when you're ready. He'll reward you well. Might even offer you my job. It's yours if you want it.
If you have a moment, I would appreciate a word. Pardon my intrusion, but I would speak to you on behalf of Queen Argella. I am her handmaiden. The Queen has heard of your recent accomplishments, and she asked me to make a private request on her behalf. He is. The Queen stepped aside, but she remains the rightful ruler of the kingdom, and she still cares deeply for its people. Even now, in mourning, she attends to wounded soldiers and refugees in the chapel, but she has other concerns.
Take a hit with me, bitch.
Quite frankly, she's concerned about the city's defenses. But of course, she cannot publicly question the Duke's policies. This is why we were hoping you could discreetly investigate to see if there's any merit to some of the rumors we've heard. Her Majesty would ask you to inspect the defenses at the East Gate and ask the former guard captain, Sir Jarnet, for his assessment of the Duke's strategy. If you are willing, the Queen also wishes to know why a refugee was put matters the highest priority. After you've completed your investigation, come speak to the Queen at the Chapel of St. Pellen. If there are problems, she should know as soon as possible. With the city in such dire straits, the Queen is determined to avoid controversy. If people heard she was inquiring as to the state of the city's defenses, there would be an uproar. If you conduct the inquiries, however, it can be more discreet. Sadly, I expect you are most likely to find him in the tavern, drinking away his sorrows. After Princess Ilara was killed... By no means does she wish to reinstate him, but Sir Jarnet was the captain of the guard here in Evermore for more than a decade. He was a longtime friend of King Aemond as well. The Queen simply wants to hear his assessment of the city's defenses. If we knew that, we wouldn't have to ask for your assistance. The bottom line is that the Queen deferred to Duke Renshent because she believed he was better suited to defend the city. Now, she simply wants to make sure he's doing a good job. Just vague rumors. Let's face it, our forces were devastated in the last battle with the Reachmen, and there is no doubt our defenses are stretched thin. We just want to make sure that everything possible is being done to protect...
This is absurd. I've committed no crime. And they're just gonna leave me here. I would say to Rut, but I will never get that chance. I'll be speared through when the city is taken. And then these damn crows will eat my remains. For speaking the truth, nothing more. The Imperial Army has just conquered the largest city in southern Bankerai. And mark my words, because I have just come from Holland Stand. The Imperials infiltrated the city and seized it overnight. They enslaved half the population. They will do the same here. But when I suggested this to the guards, they locked me up. They said I was spreading half-truths and paranoid delusions. They said the people here have had enough fear with the Reachmen and cannot afford to hear my ravings. Please, you must get me out of here. I don't want to be eaten by crows.
When the truth is silenced, it is the people who are shackled. The people eye the north with fearful eyes, but it's from the south that the storm approaches. With an open mind, one hears truth, however dark it may be. No! The telling has already been done. I am here to listen And I'm a crow. What more do you need to know?
Did you hear that the Great Shackle was destroyed?
Who are you? Can't you see I'm having a drink with my friend here? Might as well embrace the crows. They're here to stay. If anyone goes, it'll be with 15 guards and a couple quivers of arrows? Not a chance. Everyone's dead. The king, the prince, the knights and soldiers. The job's almost done, just a few stragglers left. You know who I'm talking about? Me and you, that's who. Renchant, sure. He's realistic, at least. He knows we can't last a day unless we get some help from the outside. Of course, the new guard captain, Huron, doesn't seem to want any help. The lout brushed off an offer from the Fighters Guild. Sure enough, Huron said he's exploring other options. Don't know what those options are. Don't hear much down here, though. Say, why don't you ask the crow? I swear the thing's talking. Probably knows more than we do. More than me, at least.
When there's no knowledge in the tops of towers, check the bottoms of bottles. One can witness the larger view from on high, but one must come down below to see what hides in shadows. The light hides in shadows, but only there can it shed on. A secret hole is no secret, but all knowledge has its time.
What do you want? No trinkets, but the box has not been opened. The great gifts often appear as a surprise, but sometimes the surprise should be spoiled. I know what I see, but it is not me who needs to know. It's you. I know this is a desperate city in desperate times, but this is not the gift the city needs.
I love a good fire. Reminds me of being a kid. Being hungry wasn't so bad when you were warm.
Step up, have a look.
Selling, buying, trading right here.
Buying, selling, I've got what you need.
Buying, selling, trading.
My prices can't be beat.
Selling, buying, trading right here.
Step up, have a look.
I've got what you need.
Buying, selling, I've got what you need. Step up, have a look.
Selling, buying, trading right here.
My prices can't be beat.
Buying, selling, trading.
Buying, selling, I've got what you need.
I've got what you need.
Step up, have a look. you need. Step up, have a look.
Selling, buying, trading right here.
My prices can't be beat.
Buying, selling, trading.
Step up, have a look.
I've got what you need.
Buying, selling, I've got what you need.
What hope is there for me?
I beg of you.
Is there no hope? Blessings of St. Pelin be upon you. What brings you to the House of the Divines? Do you need aid or shelter? Ah, yes, our namesake. He's a lesser-known saint, to be sure, but I suspect he'd like it that way. He had many virtues, and chief among them was humility. St. Pellin was a simple beadle who tended to the soldiers of Bankerai garrison. This was long before the knights who bear his name took up residence. In those days, the garrison held off far more than simple armies of men. Vampires, wolves, and faceless shadows that made up a mighty army known as the Grey Host. Such a blasphemous aggregation has not been seen since the First Era. No one bothered to inquire, more than mere slaughter, I should think. Whatever their motives, when they crashed upon the walls of the garrison, they slew hundreds, draining them of their blood and casting down their empty husks. The vampires screamed their dark curses and slammed their claws and leathery wings into the gates of the fortress. St. Pellin knew that only blood might hold them at bay, so he cast himself into the throng and offered his own blood to the creatures. Indeed, the vampires set upon him and began to devour him. But seeing his great courage, our Lord Stendarr filled St. Pellin with an ocean of blood such that the vampires drank and drank, but could not drain him dry. So struck by his sacrifice were the soldiers of the garrison that they seized the moment and pushed a tottering battlement down upon the creatures gathered before the gate, destroying them, and every word of it truth. May we all learn from his example to give of ourselves what we can for our friends. We may well find that we have more to give than we thought possible. She's doing Mara's good work, my child. Queen Argella has a warm heart that finds no comfort in the palace. She came here shortly after the death of the king to aid us with the sick and the poor. Not all nobles are born to rule. Her Royal Highness finds her true calling in the simple joys of good work and charity. She would have made a fine priestess had her fate not.
So much suffering. So much death. Like my husband and my children, this soldier gave her life forevermore. I wish I could offer her more comfort, but I can only pray with her to gods whose mercy I have come to doubt. Many others are enduring similar losses. I deserve no more compassion than they do. In truth, knowing they share my grief has been a great consolation. You are not here for grieving, though. Is there some official business that demands my— Oh, of course. Glerica told me. I hope you'll forgive her. Her intentions are good, but she misled you. That request was not on my behalf. She can't seem to accept my decision to step aside and let Duke Renchant handle all— I would, but at another time. I hope you understand. Losing my family, I just need time, and I believe this is how I can best serve the people right now. If you have concerns about security, though, you must report them to the Duke. Thank you for respecting my wishes. Perhaps you can convince Glerica to do the same. She's already off again investigating some ship at the docks. These matters are the Duke's concern now, and he has my support.
May St. Pellin watch over you, traveler. I'm afraid I can't tarry. There are many here who require my attention. It's not that much to ask.
You were the one who sent Montclair's troops packing? You're a hero!
That is indeed an immense relief, Yoren. Give us room to breathe, but it doesn't mean we can rest on our laurels.
I know. It's only one victory, Your Grace. But I hope it's a sign of more to come.
I do too, but that's going to require more work on both our parts, and there's nothing for it but to get it done. You're dismissed, Captain.
Fate does not smile upon me.
Aha! You must be the hero whose bold deeds Captain Huron was just recounting. Retaking the lighthouse may seem trivial, but in times like these, it's huge. Say, you look like someone I've been hearing quite a bit about. May I ask your name? As I expected, your reputation precedes you. You've become something of a legend in the kingdoms of the Daggerfall Covenant. You're certainly welcome in Evermore. These are desperate times. Have you seen much of the city? Indeed. Then by all means, tell me what you discovered. Oh, yes, I'm well aware of this. It's unfortunate, but the terms the Guild demanded were downright rapacious. Furthermore, the number of mercenaries they could actually muster was almost insignificant. It simply wasn't worth it. I opened our gates to the refugees, but there are limits, and that man was completely mad. Standing outside the castle, shouting that we were all going to die? The people of Evermore are terrified already. We can't afford such nonsense. So you saw those? You are very perceptive. The truth is that we found an ally to help defend the city. I'm not quite ready to make this information public, though. Yes, that is the ship that transported the supplies. There are more supplies being offloaded even now. Please, if you'll just be patient, I'll share all the details in due time. For now, you must stay away from that ship, though. It's off limits. Listen, I can tell that you have an inquisitive nature, and I know your intentions are good, but I cannot risk revealing all my plans just yet. Suffice to say, I've found a way to protect the city from the Reachmen, and that is what matters. I'm sure that you realize that with the Reachmen bearing down on us, I have a great many matters to attend to. I absolutely do not wish to be rude, but I must be going. Come back another... All right. If you cannot be convinced to let this go. You must understand, desperate times call for desperate measures. If those Reachmen take this city, they are going to kill every man, woman... Hear me out. A few weeks ago, Imperial diplomats made an offer. They have a deal with the Reach. If we surrender the city to Imperial authority, the Reachmen cannot attack. Not only will we survive, but we'll also retain considerable autonomy. We don't have a choice, and at this point, you don't either. Steps are being taken as we speak, and there's nothing you can do to stop us from moving forward. You don't even have any proof with which to raise an alarm. As I said before, the Bullseye Queen is off-limits to all but its crew and the city guard. You've given me no reason to trust you, so at this point... I'm sure that you realize that with the Reachmen bearing down... All right. Hear me out. We don't have a choice. As I said before, the Bullseye Queen...
Whatever shall I do?
I cannot wait to return to Hammerfell. This city stinks of dog and bird droppings.
I came to pay my respects to our beloved sovereign, but it seems...
Let's go fast.
Can't you see I'm busy?
Hey, you! What are you doing slinking around my ship?
Funny boat, funny business. I want to see what's in the hold, too. Crows on the ship, with a cruise on the shore. South Button City Wall. One carries the key to open the door. Approach with care, though. Drunk sailors can be salty.
I don't remember inviting you aboard. Make your business quick, or you'll be picking seaweed out of your teeth. No, you don't, and I don't mean to let you. Only crew and special guests down there. Anyone else goes down? I care about two things, my crew and my gold. Seeing as you threaten neither, you haven't got a leg to stand.
Someone stop that criminal!
For the love of Mara, did you really have to do that?
Your crime
By
has been
Stendarr,
witnessed.
you'll pay for your crime.
I don't take kindly to people snooping around my dice game. Nothing personal, but you'll have to die. We did it!
I hope to be done here soon.
Gold may be the root of evil, but we all need roots.
Mara's bosom, he's a dull one. No!
I think perhaps I had our assignments wrong. I should have checked the stocks and sent you to check the ship. I shouldn't have come here on my own, but I had a feeling the Duke was making bad decisions. Of course, calling this a bad decision would be an understatement. If we don't do something, he's going to hand the city over to Imperial control. The Queen is going to have to take charge. If this doesn't knock her into her senses, I don't know what will. We need proof, though. Can you untie me and then look around? Anything to prove what they're planning. You just missed it. The ship's captain left the ship and headed toward that alley to the south. She looked like she was in a hurry. What did you find, though? Anything that reveals more about their plan? The gore-bellied bastards! I knew that ship was carrying more than just supplies. We need to move fast. Can you follow the captain and find out what she's up to? Then take the proof to the Queen. If this doesn't wake her up, nothing will. I'll go and find Sir Jarned and any other guards who remain loyal. After you've informed the Queen, come and meet me outside the inn.
For a cool, sweet drink.
Your cargo's unloaded, and I'm here for payment. I hope you don't come to regret this, Huron.
If I come to regret this, I'd probably be dead anyways. I don't expect you to understand, Captain. Here's your payment.
Thanks. When are you and your allies making your move? I want to make sure I'm long gone by then.
We're arming everyone up at the weapons cache in the South Alley in just a few hours. So I'd set sail right away. Kind speed you, Captain.
Life has become a burden.
Somehow I had a feeling I'd see you again. Tell me, has Glerica gotten herself into trouble this time? Or is it that the Duke didn't take kindly to you questioning his decisions? Oh, come now, you can't expect me to believe that. Has Glerica resorted to trying to deceive me now? This is a jest, right? Surely, Duke Renchant would never even consider... I can't believe what I'm reading. How could Renchant be such a fool? Has he given up on defending the kingdom and decided to accept the lesser of two evils? This is simply mad! Of course not, though I can blame myself no less. I'm the one who trusted the fool. He's apparently just a damn coward. You know, Aemond told me Renshin was naive. You've now given me proof of this fact. If the Imperials take Bankerai, it will be a fatal blow to the Covenant. We can't allow Renshin to do this. Damn it, he's leaving me no choice but to take back the throne. I know Glerica will be pleased to hear that. Where is she, by the way? Smart girl. She always has been. I suppose I should have listened to her. Very well, we need to do this smoothly. The city has suffered enough. We don't want a battle in the streets. We need to take time to do this right. How much time do we have? Gods, there goes that idea. You must root out these spies right away then. Do not use weapons, though. That will cause a panic, and I don't want that. Find Glerica and Sir Jarnet and figure out another way. After you've ensured the city is safe, meet me in the castle, and we'll deal with Duke Renchant. The poor fool probably doesn't even realize he's committed treason. May the gods keep you, my courageous friend. No, he needs to watch his cowardly little plan crumble first. I want him demoralized before we confront him. I also want to think about exactly what to say. It has to be good, you know.
Friends, foes, and fools, hard to know which is which, or who is who. Choose poorly, and wind a witness I was, and nothing more. But if a crow can spy someone, so can a spy. But you know the true threat now. Imperials! Now, you must listen to me. Uella, they call me, those that follow. From the Reach we come to conquer this land, but the enemy of an enemy is a friend. So I am a friend. My Reachmen march this way. Evermore will be ours, but not if Imperials have it. They are a threat right now for you and me. You need friends. Let us be friends then, and join together to beat our common foe. Temporary truce. Neither wants evermore Imperial. We work together, destroy the Imperials, then we are enemies again. I like it not myself, but you have no one to help you now. The only choice for either of us is you cannot strike down spies, but my crows can. Pretty little pets. Mark our foes, signal my crows, and we will strike. We will clean the city of Imperials. Then we are enemies again.
The rumors about the Empire enslaving civilians are completely untrue. Ah, another sharp-minded citizen. Do you also prefer not to be ravaged by Reachmen? Strength. That is the only thing that will stop the invaders. Where can we find a strong army? Why, the Imperials are only a few days' march to the south. Join me, friend. Let us give the city to those who can defend it.
Spare a coin for the needy?
Even the Duke has acknowledged this is the best course of action. Here's someone who's seen a battle or two. You've read the writing on the wall, haven't you, my friend? Evermore is doomed without Imperial assistance. Help us. Help us take the city from the Covenant, and we will usher in a new day. A day of security and self-respect.
If rumors are to be
there,
believed,
Adept.
you saved King Emmerich's life. Quite an honor.
I suppose I could use
I
another break.
promise you, the Empire has Ah, did you hear the voice of reason and come to listen more closely? The Reachmen are at the city's doorstep. Something must be done. Simple. Surrender the city to Imperial control. If the Imperials have Evermore, the Reachmen cannot attack. You will survive, and even better, surrender.
At least I'm getting something done. Progress is slow but steady.
I liked you, friend. I did. I'm sorry it had to come to this.
Can you believe this? The Duke's apparently run off to avoid facing me. After what he's done, I suppose I shouldn't be surprised. Tell me, though, is the city safe? Have the Imperial spies... Excellent. Then dealing with the rat I let into the castle is all that remains, if we can just find whatever hole he's scurried into. No, but what about Sir Jarnet and Glerica? All three of you deserve a medal after this is done with. No. Glerica... Glerica is gone? But why? She was an innocent young girl. I knew the Imperials were heartless, but do they have no honor at all? Wrenchit. He's responsible for this too. Where is that bastard? Yes, he's actually most likely to be down in Eamon's private rooms. Unworthy swine that he is. Will you come with me? I could call the guard, but it might be better if you and I just deal with this quickly and quietly.
Welcome back, Argella. Good work. First, you ran this kingdom into the ground, then you dumped it into my lap. Now the two of you repay me by sabotaging my plans and destroying any hope we had of surviving the Reachman attack. Of course they were. Have you seen the Reachman's numbers? You think you can take them all on yourself? You cut off one head, but there are thousands more, and they are barbarians. You've doomed the people of this city to a fate worse than death. Whatever it was, the alternative was death. Listen, there's nothing more to say. If you expect me to apologize and plead for mercy, you're out of luck. I was doing the right thing. Lock me up if you must, but I don't deserve death. Very well then. Argella, my fate is in your hands. You know I made the only rational choice.
I wouldn't call it rational, Renchant. I would call it cowardly. Aemond died defending this kingdom, and you'll die for betraying it. Now that he's been dealt with, we have real work to do. Please, meet me outside. Thank you for dealing with that situation. I know it wasn't pleasant, but life just isn't always a pleasant thing. Certainly not in my case. Nevertheless, we have responsibilities we cannot simply ignore. Glarica taught me that. And you, of course. I know. I feel partially responsible for her death. But if I give in to remorse or sorrow, I would be doing her a dishonor. From now on, I'm going to honor Eamon's legacy, rule as he would have, as he and Glarica would want me to. No matter what the future holds, Evermore is deeply indebted to you, as I am too. In times...
Is that the sound of battle I hear? The Imperial's tricks are undone, but your stone city will still fall. Through Crow's eyes, I spy your weak defenses. These lands belong to the Reach, and we will soon see. We don't need a Crow's eyes to see this. Use your own. Look north. If you do not spy my armies now, you will soon. Count your blessings, though. Death at a Reachman's hand is more merciful than enslavement at an Imperial's. The sooner your fate is accepted, the better we will all feel. I am queen of these lands, not that weak woman over there. Tell her the truth. After the city's sacked, I'm going to peck out her eyes.
I hope you'll forgive me for being blunt, but under the circumstances, there's no time for social niceties. I am still in awe of what you've done to save the city. So that's why all these crows have descended on the city? Gods, I knew it wasn't a coincidence. I hope you'll forgive me for being blunt. So that's why all these crows have descended on the city? Gods, I knew it wasn't a coincidence. Fine, I'll give every guard a bow. I think it's time for us to do some bird hunting. First, though, if you spoke to their leader, what did she say? I see. Not really much of a surprise. The Reachmen are bearing down on Northglen already. We've already sent every soldier we can spare, but there's little chance of turning the tide of battle. Your presence there might make all the difference. Once you get there, I'm sure the Reachmen won't know what hit them. Look for Sergeant Anteve in Northglen. He was just sent there, but with Captain Huron dead, he's one of my most senior officers. I suppose... Sure, he could probably use some encouragement. Tell him I'm going to promote him to lieutenant, assuming we defeat the Reachmen.
By the 8, someone call the guard!
It is good that the Queen has returned. She has a...
My prices can't be beat.
Where are those scouts? I hope you're here to help me. Dureg and his Dark Witnesses attacked without warning. My best scouts go to gather information. Only 2 returned. Isabeth disobeyed orders to look for them, and now she too is overdue. What else could go wrong? Any help is welcome. Isabeth was last seen advancing toward the chapel to look for Hatmi. The scouts' mission is to recover information. Take this concoction Elgeni made. It heals and conceals, according to her. If they're injured, they'll need it, but it only lasts so long. They must come here straight away.
Look here. If it isn't Strasnock's Bane, have you come down to lop off a few more Reachman heads? There are plenty to go around down these parts. Smart woman. Damn glad she's back in charge. Who'd have thought Duke Wrenchant was going to sell us all out? Guess he got what was coming to him. We've got Reachman to worry about now. Captain Garecroft's in charge here. You should talk to him. I'm expecting you to come back here with at least a few Reachman heads hanging from your belt. We can mount them on the city walls. I wonder what Captain Huron did with old Strasnock's head. We should get that one up there, too. No? But damn! That stupid Nord! He was in on Duke Wrenchant's plan. She said that? Well, I'll be an Argonian's uncle. I thought I'd be sergeant forever. Maybe I can afford that new mace after all. Assuming we beat the Reachman and the Queen stays true to her word. I trust her, though. No?
Ugh. Reachman filth! You're no Reachman. Stendar's finally seen it fit to grant me. He did? Not Isabeth? I'd hoped she'd gotten the others to the camp by now. She rescued a Weirus and a villager named Laetiel. The Weirus said they're holding an area beneath the alien ruins. Isa said she'd go and see about an alliance. I told them to leave me here. I'd only slow them down with these wounds. Yes, one of the women of the woods. I was taught never to trust them, but Isa thought they could help us retake Northglen and keep the Reachmen out of Evermore. She might still be with them on the shore. There's an entry to the ruins there.
Thank you. I hope to see you back at the camp.
Elgeni's outdone herself.
Another one. Curious. She was here. She returned our sister to us, so we are in her debt. The other has a sickness within her, of an unknown kind. We will keep the sick girl away from the land, lest she spread an incurable disease through our woods. If you're curious, speak to Wyris Delphique. She's within the ruin. I'm not sure what you're hoping for with the girl, but I can tell you, she won't leave this room.
I keep thinking how that could have been me. Yes, the Dark Witnesses caught me while scouting the chapel. I'm in Isabeth's debt for finding me. A few moments longer, and the Reachmen may have done to me what they did to Laetiel. The Dark Witnesses planted something inside of her. I'm not sure what sort of reach magic they used to get in there, but a sickness grows in her. As I'm in Isabeth's debt, Wyris None so far. Delphique has a final plan, but if it doesn't work, we'll know there is no cure.
Wyris Asteria let you in? I trust she had good reason. What drove you to seek me in this? Ah, you seek this child. Wyris Asteria let you in. Ah, you seek this child. She goes nowhere. She's infected and I must determine what it is she carries. It's a seed for certain, though what the Dark Witnesses have cultivated in the fields of Northglen is a mystery. I've one last attempt at a cure. You're just in time to witness the results. Watch and remember what you are about to see. First, I'll expose the corruption. Look, you can see it plainly. Now to see if I can purge it. Foul creature, be gone! Well, that didn't go as planned. Disturbing, to say the least. So the Dark Witnesses would turn us all into their puppets to reinforce their army and take Evermore. We can't... I tried to draw out the evil, but my spell agitated it. Transformed her into one of those abominations roaming Northglen. Small wonder we've seen no prisoners. They've turned them. And as their army grows, so does the threat on the Viridian... The Evermore soldiers? And why should we trust them? If we left the Viridian Woods, they'd cut down our trees in days, and mine the land with no regard for the life harbored there. Take this rune to wither the Reachman's markers in the fields, then cut off Dureg's head. Prove yourself on our side as well. She left, said she had to search the farmhouses. Are you stalling, or do you truly believe we can trust the soldiers of Evermore? Isabeth spoke of an alliance too before she left. Well, you can finish her work. Will you take Dureg's head, or no? Luck be with you. We'll journey to the Evermore camp if you complete the job. We're closely tied to the land, so we'll know when you've been... It's empowered with weird magic. When it comes into contact with the marker, the magic will course through it, withering it to the point where nothing is left but dust. The magic will penetrate deep enough to reach the seeds of Reachman effigies that Dureg conjured out of the earth. Perhaps remnants of power they left behind. They're the source of the seeds they cultivate in the fields. Destroy the markers, and you destroy the seeds. This land used to be theirs, and not so long ago. They're here to reclaim it. Didn't pose such a threat to the Viridian Woods. Reachmen know no boundaries. Whatever the Dark Witnesses are using, it consumes the victim. Had this child lived, she would have attacked. We've been observing them. Their power increases in numbers. Yes, we believe a seed is forced inside. It takes root within the heart. As you saw, any real attempt to remove them only spurs on the growth and takes the victim to the final phase. Reachman effigies that Dureg conjured out of...
The village dweller didn't make it, did she? I didn't...
By the look of things, you're probably one of the ones fighting the Reachmen. That's good. We don't have dissimilar goals, but...
You can't stop me!
I'm not going to make it much
Another
longer.
victim for the ranks!
I'm badly injured. I need to go. For the love of Mara, I didn't think I'd see the end of this day. Did Captain Garecroft, my father, send you? I know Durake's plan. He has stores of seeds he plans on using to turn the innocent into pawns for his army. You must destroy the stores. With Durake out of the way and his weapon destroyed, it will leave this army without a leader. I'm badly injured. Whatever Durake was doing to me, probably trying to implant one of those seeds like the others, it's left me too weak. You need to go. Finish the mission. Perfect. One of Elgeni's, I bet. This will do nicely. Trying to implant me like the rest. He said he was adding me to his ranks. That I'd be the perfect weapon. And he'd watch as I attacked my own father, and my father would have to... No. I only found one survivor. And the Glenmora Weird wouldn't let her go. I found Ulmad and Bendeus dead. But Hotme, did you find her too? I never should have left her alone. My father, that is, Captain Garecroft, will be disappointed. You don't know. I recognize it.
That bag either has something valuable, something useless, or a body part inside it.
Whew, that was fun!
Where is Delphique? What is the meaning of this?
I thought as much. Captain Garecroft, your scout is infected. Kill her if you wish to maintain this alliance.
I won't kill her based on your word.
Then trust your new ally's word.
I'll make my own judgment. I don't take orders from you.
Father, stop! So it's true. I'm infected. That must be why Elgeni's poultice didn't fully heal me. I wasn't conscious for a while after they captured me. He had time to... Is what Wyrus Delphique says true? Everything I've been through. For this? And my own father won't even acknowledge me as his daughter. But it's worth it, right? My life for an alliance that will save Evermore. I'll let Delphique know I'm ready. I'm sure she won't hesitate, and my father won't stop her. Evermore has always taken priority for him. Evermore and duty. Maybe I follow in his footsteps after all. I've made my decision, Father.
Isabeth, don't be foolish. You can't think straight.
No, Father. I've never been so clear. Wyrus Delphique? Do it. Now, before I change my mind.
Isabeth! The Weird expect an alliance now after they murder my...
Take a fucking hit with me, you little slut.
The Weird expect an alliance now after they murder my daughter in cold blood? They're lucky I don't have them all. After what the Weird did to my daughter, the Weirdest killed her without hesitation. I can't have that unpredictability among my soldiers. Isabeth was a foolish girl. I should have disciplined her better. Made her stronger. She never followed orders. I knew this way of life would get her killed. How can I possibly consent to this alliance with her blood on their hands? Yes, Evermore needs this alliance. But I need. Isabeth's sacrifice will be remembered. You've proven yourself as a great ally to Evermore. I would...
Even together, my sisters and these soldiers can only prevent these Reachmen from advancing further south. Defeating the Dark Witnesses for good will require that someone goes deeper into their territory. With the Crows as her spies, Yuella is everywhere. But the Hagraven's physical form is assuredly deep in Reachman-held territory. My sisters have been searching for her, but it will take time. The foul creature has wards that block... You would venture up to Jackdaw Cove? Yuella's influence has corrupted everything there. It's wretched, but if you are willing, I will not try to dissuade you. Search for my sisters near Jackdaw Cove. Perhaps with your help, Yuella can be destroyed.
What did you find? Let me see.
You come dangerously deep into the forest, my former friend. Very funny, I find it that you have come so far from your stone city. Are you a little lamb lost in the forest? I could have these crows shepherd you back home.
Keep your distance, outsider. The last thing we need is some rock-brained city dweller bumbling around. Darkness dominates this part of the forest. Yuella the Hagraven and her Reachmen are encamped here. For now, at least. She did? I find that hard to believe. Delphique knows how I feel about outsiders. Right now, we are in no position to offer anyone aid. And certainly not a city dweller. Yuella the Hagraven and her Reachmen have taken over this part of the forest. And everything here, including where they travel, the forest slowly withers and dies. We will drive Yuella and her dark witnesses from here, or we will die. Unfortunately, the old hag is no stranger to weird magic. She has constructed foul totems that suppress our power. You expect me to trust one such as you? Perhaps, if one of my sisters keeps an eye on you. Weiris Rashan is young, but she will do. Rashan returns shortly from scouting. If you really wish to help us, she can join you to destroy the totem. Here she comes now. Rashan, we have a volunteer to destroy Yuella's totems.
We aren't in the habit of trusting outsiders, but the suffering of the forest seems to have softened my sister's heart. If you really wish to help us, I suppose that it won't be easy. First, you will need to destroy Yuella's totems. They keep us from drawing on the power of nature for our magicka. The Reachmen guard them closely, but I'll fight at your side. No spells, but I've got sharp claws and a mean bite. I do what I do for the forest, not for you. There are 3 totems, just a bunch of strung-together sticks for you, but they're like poison to me. I can't get too close, so it's all on you to destroy them.
Loadable whore.
to show off a little.
Wow. I can actually feel the forest again. This is good. The natural order is re-emerging already. It's still very weak. She has to die. Until Yuella's gone, the corruption remains. Her blood is the nurture the forest needs. Whoa. My magicka is returning, and it's making me lightheaded. Meet me over at the old tower. I need to get my bearings.
Vandal! Destroying my art! You playing with a little girl, playing with the little girls of the forest. A game with me, though, many have come to regret. How exactly does my new playmate plan to win? Me! To kill Yuella, you must find her first. I can reach you. Where I am is secret only a crow can know. And the crow's call for your death, not mine. Come after me, and the last sight you will see will be a black beak.
Listen, I was wrong to be so hard on you before. You've certainly proven now that you deserve my trust. I appreciate your help more than I can express, especially if you'll see this thing. You did? Well, I guess we got the old hag's attention. Maybe we put the foul thing on the defensive. Of course, she probably has layers upon layers of protection. I don't even know how to find her. I don't suppose you have any inkling. The poor crows. She's taken complete control of them. Their spirits are helpless. They can only watch what happens to their physical forms from the nature realm. She does have them coming and going, though, so they would know where to find her. As a matter of fact, now that I can draw on the power of nature again, there is. I can take you into the nature realm. Not in that form, of course, but it would allow us to talk to the crow's true spirits. Do you trust me?
Must be nice to be able to travel between this realm and the physical realm. I'm stuck here. Yes, I'm stuck here. If she were here, I'd peck her eyes out. No, she's not in the nature realm. But of course, you can't reach her in the physical realm. Maybe one of the other crows knows more.
A wolf tried to eat me once, you know. Just because we're in the nature realm, you think we can be friends now? Maybe. Did that haggle? If you can access the physical realm, you might have a chance. The door to Yuela's lair is in this realm, you see. But you have to break the wards in the physical realm. There's more to it, though. We can dispense with the small talk. I know why you're here. Even in the nature realm, news travels fast among crows. Getting to Yuela is impossible, though. Even if you break her wards, entering her domain will corrupt. Well, why didn't you just say so? That would work. There is something different about you, isn't there? Yuela's lair is in the island tower. Break the wards in the physical realm, but enter the door from here. Don't tell her I told you, though.
So Yuela's hiding away in the island tower. This looks like the place. I guess you're the one who's going in. Here I was, just starting to feel like you're one of the pack, and now we have to part ways. Obviously, I'll have to be the one to break the wards on the door. It doesn't seem fair. You get to go in and chew the old hag's face off. I don't think so. Her lair's actually in the physical realm, so you'll assume your physical form. Probably not so much chewing, I suppose. That's good, though. You'll need your hands. After the crone's dead, you'll have to get her nasty little heart. When I said her blood was the nurture that the forest needs, I meant that, literally. She's the source of the corruption here, so we need her heart to perform the ritual to cleanse the forest. So, are you ready to go get it? There, back in the physical realm. Time to do this. All right, the door should be open now. Go get me that heart.
To enter my dark home, tear you apart, my crows will.
You killed her! You freed us! Freedom! Freedom at last! And you have sweet relief. No more voices, no more restraint. Bodies and minds together again. The crows of Jackdaw Cove. Yes, free and feasted. The Hagraven was all skin and bones, but what's there is sweet to eat. So thank you for saving us, and thank you for supper.
The Reachmen must have sensed Yuela's death. They started to panic and fight amongst themselves. Made them easy pickings for me and my sisters. Now, the heart. You do have it, I hope. You see all the giant vines choking the life out of everything here. The ritual will purge the area of their evil presence. It's necessary for the land to heal. Why are you stalling, though? You've grown attached to those vines? Actually, hold on to it. I have an idea. Wyrris Freda will howl, but I think you've earned the honor. Let us begin the ritual, and once we've penetrated the earth... All right, sisters. Let us begin the ritual. It's your moment. Go ahead. Throw the heart into the circle.
This is it. Cast the heart.
Your actions today impress me.
Who would have guessed it would be an outsider who would show up and kill Yuela? I doubt this means we'll start inviting families from Evermore out to visit, but maybe, just maybe... I, for one, am as grateful to you as the flowers are to the sun. You brought life back to these lands when it was nearly... Well, I expect you won't be returning anytime soon to enjoy my sister's hospitality. And I can guarantee we won't run into each other, of course. I'm sure she'll be happy to see you. I didn't think about it before, but I suppose this means the Reachmen are no longer a threat. All right. Well, if you ever come back to this neck of the woods, we'll kill you. I'm only joking. Wyrris humor again. Go on now. May Hircine bless your hunt wherever it may lead you.
The liberator of Satakalam! I salute you!
Lots of good opportunities for pickpocketing here. Just saying.
Praise the Eight. I can't tell you how delighted I am to see you. First the Reachman advance stopped, then the crows flew away, and now you're back. I have a feeling you bring good tidings. Amazing. What seemed like a hopeless situation has turned around completely. Believe it or not, I have good tidings to share with you, too. Imperial Magus General Septim Atharn is requesting a parley. I'm hoping it's to discuss a peace settlement. No, I wouldn't put anything past the Imperials. I'm optimistic, but not naive. That's why I've been delaying the meeting. I want you there, just in case. We'll also have members of the Fighters and Mages Guilds on hand, if we need them. Now that you're here, we can get on with it. Gabrielle is joining us from the Mages Guild, and Darian from the Fighters Guild. I suppose you want to discuss strategy with them. When you're ready, just ask Gabrielle to open the portal. It's neutral territory, a remote valley in central Bankarai. Gabrielle and Darian have already scouted it out. They can tell you what they saw. When you're ready, Gabrielle is planning to open a portal to get us down there. I think they expected to take Evermore through deception. We've prevented that. I'm sure they'd like to take the city by force, but as long as Bankarai Garrison is standing, that won't be happening. They may be ready to cut their losses. Under the terms of the parley, I agreed not to bring the Royal Guard. Septima's crazy if she thinks I'll meet her without an escort, though. She's bringing her magic, so I'm bringing mine. I'll have some steel on hand, too, for good measure.
Surprised to see me? Sounds like I already missed some interesting experiences. A Hagraven controlling crows? I want to see that. This business has potential too. Of course, our part only comes into play if there's trouble. We'll be in position above the parley site. If the Imperials try anything, we'll make sure they regret it. The three of us can cast spells to rain down fire, ice, lightning. We have it all. I hope so, because we're going to spread out and each cover a different area. If anyone comes, we'll call it out. But we'll wait for you to direct us.
Ah, the Queen's Champion. Honored to meet you. Means we're that much closer to getting paid. That's good, because I didn't come to Evermore for the women. Are you ready then? As long as you're good with the plan. For us, it's just sticking by the Queen. If the Magus General starts chanting, we go for the windpipe. If things really go to oblivion, we'll be shielding the Queen until Gabrielle can get us all out of there.
Whenever you're ready to go to the parley site, let me know and I'll open. Excellent. I'm going to open one portal directly to the parley site for the Queen and the Fighters Guild members, and another to take us above. Actually, I guess we should go first. Now, which portal was which? Oh, I remember. Give me a moment here. It takes a lot of energy to open a portal over this distance. That should do it. Enter when ready. We'll be right behind you. Good. Looks like everyone ended up in the right place. Let's get to our positions. The Queen should be here any moment. I hope at least.
Clear! Take up positions!
I don't like this. Where's the Magus General? It's not like a Tharn to be late.
Impatience is hardly the mark of a strong ruler, Your Majesty.
When you're queen, you're welcome to set a finer example, Magus General.
That's one honor I do not seek. What I do seek is the unconditional surrender of Evermore.
You came all this way just to make absurd demands? I'm surprised.
Hardly absurd, Argella. I tried the soft approach with the Duke, but you spoiled that effort. I've come to make one final offer. Surrender, or you will die.
Your threats carry little weight, Septima. Bankerai Garrison still stands between us, and it does not fall easily. Or did you miss that in your history lessons?
Those who hide in the shadows of the past are crushed when its structures come tumbling down. Bankerai Garrison has already fallen. My legionnaires walk its battlements even now.
Is this another one of your lies? I don't care. It's clear you want a war, and if that's what you want, you can have it. Ugh! What? She's not even here. It's an illusion.
Ha! Just remember, you struck first, Argella. 7th Legion, attack!
Ambush! Defend the Queen at all cost!
Fried fire salts! They're coming, all right. Don't forget, we're looking to you to direct our spells. Don't worry about targeting over our allies. I promise, we won't fry the Queen. Everyone, call them out when you see them.
We're the best!
Imperials coming from that door to the south!
You were amazing! We're dangerous,
More from the south! Let's get them! The Queen should be here any moment. I hope, at least.
I don't like this. Where's the Magus General? It's not like a Tharn to be late.
Impatience is hardly the mark of a strong ruler, Your Majesty.
When you're queen, you're welcome to set a finer example, Magus General.
That's one honor I do not seek. What I do seek is the unconditional surrender of Evermore.
You came all this way just to make absurd demands? I'm surprised.
Hardly absurd, Argella. I tried the soft approach with the Duke, but you spoiled that effort. I've come to make one final offer. Surrender, or you will die.
Your threats carry little weight, Septima. Bankerai Garrison still stands between us, and it does not fall easily. Or did you miss that in your history lessons?
Those who hide in the shadows of the past are crushed when its structures come tumbling down. Bankerai Garrison has already fallen. My legionnaires walk its battlements even now.
Is this another one of your lies? I don't care. It's clear you want a war, and if that's what you want, You can't have it. What? She's not even here. It's an illusion.
Ha! Just remember, you struck first, Argella. 7th Legion, attack!
Fried fire salts. They're coming all right. Don't forget, we're looking to you to direct our spells. Don't worry about targeting over our allies. I promise, we won't fry the Queen. Everyone, call them out when you see them.
Don't underestimate us.
They just keep coming. Another group from the south.
This is so much better than reading. Bet they weren't expecting that.
Get over here! Another group's coming in!
Yay, us!
Imperials coming from that door to the south!
Oh, I was just getting started.
That can't be the last of them. It's a break, though. I'll open a portal to get us down to the Queen. My magicka is almost depleted. It's going to take all I've got to open a portal back to the palace. Be ready.
Take it off, come on!
The portal to Evermore. Go, Your Majesty, go!
I should be glad we got away, but I'm too angry to think. They've taken the garrison? The brutish swine. If there is one thing I do before I die, it's going to be spitting on the corpse of that cowardly wench Septima Tharn. Were we? Where are Darian and Gabrielle? I thought they were coming right behind us. Damn it. I would not have them sacrifice themselves. Not for me, at least. Surely they're still coming.
That could have gone better.
I didn't think I had another portal in me. Glad I was wrong.
Well, at least some of us survived.
Is there no hope?
It seems the crows have departed from Evermore, but the Black Cloud hasn't. With Bankerai Garrison taken, there's nothing stopping the Imperials from marching here. I didn't retake the throne to watch the kingdom fall, though. We'll find a way. I know you will. I'm counting on it. Without you, this castle would already be flying Imperial banners. You've saved the kingdom, and now it's Queen. If there's one person I believe in, it's you. Still, I don't know how we're going to do it alone.
Fortunately, you won't have to.
Emmerich, I mean, Your Majesty. Thank the gods.
I've just been informed of what's happened at Bankerai Garrison. It seems my timing is impeccable as ever. So you're the one who's been helping my cousin Argella hold the kingdom together. Of course. And now you'll have some help. I brought as many Lion Guard as I could muster. We were hoping to spill some Reachman blood for old time's sake, but the Imperials will suffice. Are you ready to retake the garrison, then? Excellent. I'll organize our forces and march to Bankerai Pass within the hour. I've already sent scouts to assess the Imperials' defenses. If you get there before me, look for Scout Nadira. We can finalize our plans when we're all there.
I can't do my job. Not with all this going on.
All right, everyone. It's time to start making preparations.
I have been watching out for you. It must be quite an honor to have the High King awaiting your arrival. King Emmerich thought you would be here ahead of him, but he has waited for you nonetheless. Not terribly long, but long enough that he has formulated a plan of attack. This plan requires someone to take quite a bit of risk. I tried to volunteer for the duty, but he insists that you be the one. So I wish you good luck, my friend.
There you are. If you expected to find us scaling the walls already, I'm sorry to disappoint. Don't get me wrong, we considered taking a stab at it, but with our limited numbers, I don't really think that plays to our strengths. Well, let's see. We have this sewer entrance here that the Imperials don't seem to know about, and then, well, we have you, of course. I'm thinking to base our attack strategy around that. What do you say? Yes. Sometimes victory means getting dirty, and that's quite literally true here. A passage in the sewers leads to the gatehouse. If you'll open the main gate, we can get into the garrison without having to scale the walls and lose half our men. Just so you know, while you're slogging through sewage, we won't be napping out here. We'll go ahead and assault the main gate. It'll create a good distraction. It'll also mean that if you fail, we'll all die. Just so you know.